How about Jack Leiter? I mean, Jack Leiter was lighting it up yesterday, and we're going to play his interview here in a second. But I see, it seems, Jeff, both in the interview and even in mound presence and that sort of thing, seems like he's really taken a step in confidence. And certainly, I guess some of that probably has to do with just feeling good about the way your pitches are reacting and performing.
No doubt. And it started to change for him last year. What he was saying sounded more like it wasn't rehearsed. It sounded more genuine. And then this year, just the way he's handling himself, it just seems like he's completely comfortable. Then I think that comfort level translates onto the field. So, yeah, let's hear what he had to say.
Good.
It's got a pretty easy working out there for you.
Never like to say that. Good one.
How did you feel?
Felt good. Yeah, I feel good in general right now. Feels like I'm throwing all 5 pitches for strikes, and even the misses are competitive misses, and I feel in control, under control, which is always a good thing to feel. Just trusting the defense behind me and trusting Jonah behind the plate.
So 33 pitches today, 25 strikes.
That's a lot.
Huh?
It's a lot.
And I mean, like Cody said, I know they're being aggressive out there today, and maybe that plays into it, but it just doesn't seem like they're, and even, like you said, even the misses, they seemed like they were much more on the plate. You feel like you're doing a better job of just attacking the zone?
Yeah, I think in general, even in my bullpens, the misses tend to be on the plate right now. Pick and choose my times where I try to get too nasty or too perfect and the misses off the plate, but for the most part, it feels like I'm attacking guys. Even the 3-0 count, there were some competitive pitches mixed in there, so feels good. Yeah, one day at a time, but it feels good.
Well, you can make them aggressive by being around the plate.
Yep.
I mean, that's kind of a byproduct of that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal of pitching, and of course, if you have to turn around and adjust, and now they're starting to barrel stuff early, then you know you have to get a little more fine with the locations. But until they tell you that, go right at them.
So halfway through camp, how are you feeling?
I feel great. Yeah, it's been a good camp. Been around the guys, some really good dudes here. Everybody seems to be on the same wavelength of really wanting to win, and feels like there's a good support for one another, which I think is probably unique. And when there's competitions in camp, everybody seems to be supportive of everybody, which is awesome. And coaching staff has been great. Everything's great, so no complaints.
So the first out of the second, the one up the middle that you missed, but Trejo got, was that a changeup or was that a sinker?
That was a changeup. The lefty?
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, was Trejo, was that short?
Trejo's at short.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a changeup.
With the new grip, or the little tweak in the grip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was bummed I didn't get that one.
Did you throw the sinker much?
Yeah, I threw it a bunch. Okay. I threw it a bunch to lefties and righties. The double off the wall was actually a sinker, and I don't really know how he hit that one. That was one of the better ones I've thrown. We looked at it, it was right on the black, and it's good hitting, so good fastball and hitter, I guess.
I think it would have been.
But you're happy with that one, other than.
Yeah, happy with the execution. That's a check mark on the execution. So.
But the pitch in general, I mean, it's pretty new for you. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm happy with it. It's comfortable. It's just another fastball.
Okay. Perfecto.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, Jeff. What you mentioned, he's answering questions that you ask instead of giving answers that sort of are a message he's trying to get out. There's an evolution, there's a confidence in the interview process, and those pitches you mentioned, right? I mean, the kick change, I guess they're calling it, or he's calling it, is that's Boats was talking about it. That thing's floating in there at 92 miles an hour, and it's got, as Boats says, it's got depth to it.
Yeah, Bochy thinks it could be better than the slider eventually. And really, all Jack did was make an adjustment with his ring finger, so that now all three of his fingers are at the same length, I guess, on the ball. And so somehow that's making it better. With these designer pitches and the analytics people and the biometrics and all that stuff, they've made this little discovery. I mean, it's a matter of moving your finger maybe an eighth of an inch, and it's had very positive results. The sinker, he wants to be able to run it in on right-handed hitters. Just something else, to create maybe a different look or get a ground ball, or the thing that I thought plagued Jack was control and command last year, but also he couldn't put away hitters. He couldn't strike guys out, and some of that was that they could take his fastball if it was a ball off the plate, a ball out of the hand. Then they could definitely, if they knew the slider wasn't very good, they didn't have to swing at that. So they just kept fouling balls off until they got one they could like, or he threw one out of the strike zone. He talked about attacking, and yes, the Padres were swinging early, but a pitcher can make these guys swing early by getting ahead in the count, and throwing quality pitches around the plate. And if it's a pitch with light movement and they swing, they're not going to hit it hard. That was pretty funny what he said about the double off the wall. But sometimes you just tip your cap. But Jack Leiter is going to be on the team. All right, I'm going out there. I don't think I'm on a very weak limb here. It's just been really good, but it's not just the pitching. He's just carrying himself like he belongs.
We all silly like the mayor.